Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable. We left off, we got the freedom ending, what was that one? Well, the one where we basically just go up against them completely. I don't remember what the name of that one actually was. Then we also did the one where I just closed the door and just automatically resets
All
it.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yeah, we've heard this one
Stanley
before.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I want to try to start looking for one. That's supposed to go right. You're supposed to come out here, and it goes right, not left. That's weird. There it is. There's supposed to be a bunch of those, but I don't think I can go through this door anymore. Yeah, so I think I just have to keep looking for computers like that eventually as we go through these resets, because that's supposed to be another ending as well.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We're going to go right again for this one.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'm just going to skip right past this.
Truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion will cause death. Penalty for misuse of the cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. So apparently if you die, you have to pay $5,000. Screw it. Woohoo!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
And just cuts off. Well then. Also, why is the dialogue box still there?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
There's
mean?
papers
Stanley
everywhere.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ha! Got another one. Alright, that's 2 of them. Why are there papers everywhere?
When Stanley came to a set
That's
of 2
weird.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, now this time we'll go over
This
here.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
So we're going to kind of speed run this and just go straight through here.
Yes, this room. What a beautiful
That's new.
room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, thank you.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really?
I'm going to go this way again.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No, thank you.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
And we're actually going to go ahead and listen to him now.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The 2 of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. I would We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Okay.
And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Huh.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Ooh, what's over here?
No, wait. Where are you going?
I'm going this way.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Wait, that literally just goes to death? Okay, well, screw it then.
Good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
I sense the original door disappeared. Eh, you know what, screw it, let's go back.
No. What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
You know what, man, you're right. It's not worth it.
You are going to stay here, aren't you?
Also, I just kind of want to see how many times he suddenly says something about this. Okay, I guess that's it. Okay.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
Okay, I guess we're going back then. It's kind of like playing with his emotions because it's just hilarious. Oh, you got nothing to say now? Okay, well, I'm going back then. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off the ledge. Up the stairs we go.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Bye-bye, narrator.
No!
Ow.
Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Sure, are you gonna say anything else, or are you just done talking?
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
But I want to keep moving. In a very downward motion, very quickly.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this. No. What do you do? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Nothing. Oh, turned my mouse too fast. Woohoo!
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Okay, buddy.
Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see. You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Apparently we can't just walk off the edge here. Okay, let's go back. Honestly, I just want to see all the dialogue.
No, perhaps not. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Yes. Woohoo!
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
You know what happens if I go back to the other room, though? You can say anything
You
else?
actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me? I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
You honestly kind of just start to feel bad for him after a while. But at the same time, you know he's programmed to say a lot of this once you start to really think about it. Okay, this should be the last time, because I believe it's that you jump off 4 times and I think you die. Let's go! Whee! Yep, dead.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going.
And we're back.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
What the heck? All the computers say this is the end is never, the end is never, the end is yada yada yada. That is so weird. I didn't mean to close that. But I want to go back this way because there is another ending you can get from right here in the office. You just have to try to climb up the desk here. I don't remember how you do that though. You're supposed to be able to walk up the chair, or is it over here on this side? No? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to walk over onto this chair. Yep, there it is. And then you just kind of have to maneuver yourself until you're up over this ledge. Why is it not wanting to go? Oh, there it goes. And then you just crouch and you walk out the window.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too will become quite unbearable.
Is there no more like lyrics to this? Is it just the music now? It seems like it. Okay. Whoa. This is different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, Christ. Console bar. How do I open the console anyway? I don't remember. This is the only way I can actually pull up the console. I had to actually go into my game's properties, set it the launch game thing to dash console, and then load the game back up. And it won't let me just pull the thing back up like in the middle of the game because I've set the keybind so many different times. I've set it to 1, I've set it to C, and none of them want to work, both in the game and also in the actual files, and it doesn't want to do anything. So this is literally the only way I can do it. But it said that I think it was greater than bark, but I also looked it up and it's basically like we don't want to do that. So really we don't need to worry about this because literally all it does is like every time I click, it's just gonna bark. It just makes a bark noise. Guess I just go ahead and go. Can't open any of these other doors though.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Nope, no other secret doors, looks like.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, so we'll go this way then.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
And then we're just going to kind of walk right through here.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
And this time we're just going to go right up along this thing.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off
way
on
he
the
wants
wrong
us to.
foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her? Well, now, who's her?
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I'm going to save it really quick right here just so that way I know that I can just come right back to this instead of having to go all the way back to the beginning. Anyway.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
No one.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Trying to make a point, but I already know the point. I'm going to end up dying alone. Not just in game, but in real life.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh, well, that's an oof. Ooh, press B on the keyboard? Okay, then.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press the O or 0? O. Okay, it's 0.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Wanting to watch TV?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Jay to spend time with the boys.
So, he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
7 to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through his fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
My wife's leg is
Down
clipping
one
through that
path lay an
box.
enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
Hey, we haven't gotten there yet.
Down another was
Spoilers.
a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
See to tell your
It
kids a
was
story,
such a
and
wonderful
nothing.
fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
And to tell your wife you love her.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
I'm gonna go to sleep. Ooh, can I go to my bed?
And I'm trying to
Nope.
tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay.
Can he
I
just
have
not
to.
hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press 9 to question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried.
Please
again,
die.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
But I don't
again,
wanna.
And Stanley pushed a button.
I wanna live, damn it. Oh. Well, it looks like I died. And also, there's just a really long hallway here this time around. Okay, so let's see. I got the space ending thing might jump off the logic commit suicide. Excuse me. I got the one where I go out the window. I got the one where I jump off the conveyor thingy. And then I got the one where I have the fake wife, and then I push buttons until I die. I think that's it for right now. Because I want to try to... I mean, because some of them are pretty quick, so I want to try to keep it just in general to at least 4. 4 per game. And plus, this one is actually a lot longer. But I'm going to go ahead and save it right here. Because this one I can come back to in the next episode. This will be the next one I do. And then I'll come back and load this one right here. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and, leave a comment. Make sure that if you're not subscribed already, that you hit the button and then ring the bell to be notified of when I upload another video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Until then.